So say I want to graph this one. I have x sub 4 minus 2x cubed minus 8x plus 16. I should probably put an f of x in there. F of x equals, there we go. And again, I look at the highest exponent. I see the highest exponent is x sub 4. So I know it's generally going to look something like this, meaning my end behavior is going to look like this. It's going to be going up and going up to both the left and the right. It doesn't have to look like this. Could look something like this, but still, it's going to be going up and going up. Okay, so let's try to find intercepts so I can get an idea of where it lies on the graph. So I'll put in 0, so I'll get y equals 0 minus 0 minus 0 plus 16. So I have a y-intercept at 16. Now do 0 for y. So 0 equals x to 4 minus 2x cubed minus 8x plus 16. If I look at this time I can't just pull anything out, right? No x's in all terms, no 2's in all terms. So I'm going to try factoring this by grouping. I'm going to group my first two terms together and my last two terms together. And you want to group around a positive sign, so I'm going to change that minus 8 to plus and negative 8. So I'm grouping around a positive sign. Okay, so now if I pull something out, I will pull an x cubed out of my first set and get x minus 2. And I can pull out a minus 8 from my second set and get x minus 2. And that's kind of the point of factoring by grouping. You want to get the exact same parentheses. So now I can pull out an x minus 2, and I'm left with x cubed minus 8. Now this is a cubic. In fact, it's perfect cubes, basically, so I can factor this further. So when you factor in a cubic, it always goes the cube root, keep the sign, cube root, so x minus 2 in this case. That's going to be a binomial. Then I have a trinomial. The trinomial is going to be the first term squared, so x squared. Then the two terms multiply together, so 2x, and change the sign. And then the second term, squared. So minus 2 squared is 4. Anything squared is positive, so that's always a positive. Okay, so I have x minus 2, x minus 2, x squared plus 2x plus 4 equals 0. Again, trying to find the intercept, so I know one of them. X equals 2, got to be an intercept. And this I could try to solve by completing the square. I could try to solve by quadratic formula, but this actually is not going to have a real intercept. I'm going to get an imaginary number, and I can't graph an imaginary number, so I'm not going to even go any further. I'm just going to say, okay, my only intercept I got to look at then is x equals 2. So we're going to go here, and we're going to try to graph it. So I got x equals 2 as one of my intercepts. Should write that as a point, I guess. 2, 0, 0, 16 for my y. 0, 16 would be up here, I guess, 16. Now I don't really got to do any more work, because I know that on my left side it's got to be going to the up as it goes to my left side. I also know on my right side it has to be going up as it goes to my right side. And I also know there's no more intercepts. So I can't cross this and come back up, because then I would hit the x-axis again. I would get another intercept. So this just has to kind of turn around and go back up. All right.